Well, I'm happy with the speed that we're playing at the running back position. But we are so tied into everything. So, how well the offensive line does is important for us. How well the receivers catch the ball and what the quarterbacks are doing are really important. So, just kind of almost, as I look at the whole offense in general, I'm pretty happy with the way we're playing. But we're creating some really good depth at the running back position. We've got our older guys that have been around for 2-3 years now, that look like they are playing with great speed, great energy, really kind of leading the group. But then you're also seeing our young guys that maybe didn't get a ton of reps last year, that are really kind of coming along with them. So pretty fired up about that. Yeah, if you're a running back, number one, you generally are pretty good with the ball in your hands, so it kind of lends pretty naturally to being a returner, carrying the football. Some of our punt returners and kick returners are guys from our group, but we also have had the ability the last couple of years. A large chunk of those guys have played in the blocking positions, and I'm still seeing that. I'm still seeing them playing with great urgency and speed and getting on the guys that they need to be blocking. So we are pretty much involved in every one of those teams. So the reality is how many running backs are going to travel each week on away games, especially, always differs and changes. But it's hard to take a ton if you're not on the team, so the kids are pushing themselves and making sure that they're at least a viable option for Coach Lund and all the different teams that we use those guys on. Actually, it shifts and focuses to trying to keep that focus. The big thing right now is actually making sure those kids continue to work on the fundamentals. You don't want to get all over the place because we're 9 practices in and we're adding a few things here or there, and then the defense is adding a few things here and there. You just do the math and it just piles up. You don't want them getting all over the place. Still trust your tracks, still trust your reads, still just play with great speed. And that's actually what we're trying to do on a daily basis. Try to take these guys and say, don't go too far. Just do the stuff that we worked on day 1, treat day 9 like it's day 1. And that's actually the push that we have as coaches, to try to get them not to go too far outside of the box of what our basic fundamental stuff is every day. And you see it every day. You saw it today in practice. I see those kids realizing, hey, don't try to do too much. Just kind of go back to things we worked on day 1 and day 2. So it's actually funny you say it, because we're actually trying to bring it back to what we've been doing in the first couple of days of practice.
Yeah, I think we're coming together as a unit pretty well this spring. Our running backs are hitting the holes a lot better. The whole offense as a whole is the concepts of the offense. We've been running the same offense now for 2 years, going to the 3rd year because we switched it up 2 years ago. So now everyone's really understanding it better. And the O-line, we're all veterans now for the most part. We got 2 or 3 seniors now up there because we have one that's hurt, but he's coming back. And then we have 2 redshirt sophomores, so we're all older. We're understanding the offense better. So our run game's progressed a lot, and I think that's opening up the pass game a lot too for our big play action hits down the field. Yeah, now the spring's really about perfecting our technique and not necessarily learning the offense, and we're also helping the freshmen who's the first spring. We're helping them bring them up with the offense now. My favorite part is just getting to grow as a team together, because I think the spring is when we really come together. That way in the fall camp, you're not learning the concepts as much, and you're just going, and at that point you're just playing football. Yeah, the spring game is super fun every year. We're playing against our own guys, but it's pretty fun because you get to see where the team's headed. And I think the offense has progressed a lot this year. I think you're going to see a lot of big plays. You're going to see a really good run game this year, I think. And the defense as well has gotten a lot better. They're throwing a lot of fronts at us, a lot of different things. They do a lot on that defense, so it's going to be good.
My group, we're doing a real good job, man. We got a lot of young guys. So we have, I'm the oldest guy. I got 2 more years left, so we got a lot of young guys that has a lot of experience in the past year. So we're coming along. We're getting the offense down, and we're doing a lot better than the last couple of years of it, making our reads and exposing the run. So I'm excited about where we're going. Right. Well, obviously it's spring practice, so we're not going to play a team every week, but we try to keep it fun with the guys. A lot of competition, and try to outdo each other, so it keeps it lively and fun, and we're just out there working on it. Well, special teams, that's what helps us win. Last year we had a couple big special teams against Michigan Tech that actually won us the game. So it's an important phase of the game. So you got to take that serious as well. And you're out there just running around hitting people. It's pretty fun. So, and then running back, obviously, it's my position. I like to score, so get the ball and help the team out. So. Competition, hopefully we can get 2 teams this year. Last year we had to do offense versus defense. Hopefully we can get 2 teams, and this is a fun time, man. There's not a lot of pressure. It's not a real team, so we're just out there having fun, making plays, putting what we learned in the past few weeks during spring ball and showing what we got.